Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay, and I bid you all welcome to the finale of God of War 2018. This is the last episode, episode 18 of this series. Until next week, of course, we start playing Ragnarök. But this is the end of God of War 2018 today. We'll be finalizing, doing the last quest, the last boss fights, and the last cutscenes. So it might actually be a little shorter of a stream today. Not sure by how much, but it might be a little shorter. So thank you all for joining me along this journey, this adventure. And I hope you'll be here for the random streams coming up until the launch of God of War Ragnarök next week. There will be two streams. Should be two streams, I should say. Should, italicized. Should be two streams on launch day. One soon after the game goes live, so it'll be late or early, depending on where you are in the world. And then one at normal time on the same day. And then remember, about a week after launch, I'll be going out of town. So there'll be an hour to 90-minute long pre-recorded sections where I'll be playing the game without an audience, but you can still watch them. They'll premiere, but they'll go up every single day, even including the weekend that I'm gone. So that's enough of that. Let's pop over here. Didn't feel appropriate to use my music today. Just kind of letting the game ambiance and the load screen take us in. Bit of a somber occasion just because of how, like, beating a Dark Souls game or Elden Ring, just because it doesn't have as much, like, direct story involvement, they're a little detached, is a different experience than this game where we've had just hours and hours of story and dialogue and character development and growth and amazing acting. Let's talk to the uncle and aunt real quick, just in case we have everything done.
Let's do it.
We have upgraded everything we need to upgrade. We can upgrade other stuff or whatever, but it's not going to do anything. So we are all upgraded. Let's see if we have a res stone. We do. Nothing to craft. Not really. We can, like, you know, craft the Brock stuff, the Sindri stuff. Either one. Doesn't really matter. You know what? Before we go out, Auntie Sindri's been good to us. Let's craft the Sindri set.
Now don't scuff that up.
We're not going to use it, of course, because it's a bit lower level than what we currently have. But just get this and this.
I'm sure that'll keep you out of trouble.
So I guess you need to do 2 playthroughs to craft both of their armor sets.
Looks good.
There we go. I did Patron, I beat Sigurd yesterday. You missed it. Yeah. Sigurd has been defeated. And then these don't matter. Just crafting some stuff at the dwarf buddies. Just because we won't see them again until we start Ragnarök. We'll not see them again until we go to Ragnarök. So we're just crafting stuff at them just for fun. Go get the Niflheim armor then. Already done that as well. Niflheim is done. All the realm tears are done. Did that yesterday. That is all done. Yep. All done, fully upgraded, and complete.
Well, see you next time you need something.
Just to show, we didn't, you're not using it right now, obviously, but we made the Ivaldi Spalders of Cursed Mist, or I guess the Cursed Mist set. We made it, fully upgraded it, and everything. Used it while I was doing all of the Niflheim stuff. Did all the realm tears yesterday. The middle realm tear, the triple Revenant fight, was awful. That was probably the hardest thing I've done in this game so far, just because I had learned so much from all the Valkyrie fights. Sigrun wasn't actually that hard. She did kill me, what, twice? Or no, once? Twice? I mean, she kicked my ass when I was sight reading her, but then once I learned her stuff, then we were good to go. We got the extra pommels. We're using the Blight Bringer fully upgraded for the axe. For our blades, we're using the grips of the Valkyrie fully upgraded. What's up, John? What's up, Scrappy? Yep. I think we'll leave Murder of Crows on. Probably fine. Murder of Crows is whatever for bosses. Oops. I don't know what's up next. We will stay on... We'll do Runic. We'll do Blue Lad. Yeah. I've just been talking to the dwarves. I had my little opening about what to expect over the next couple of weeks, and then, you know, that's it. Nothing too crazy so far. Haven't done anything yet. You haven't missed anything. We did the extra rare pommel yesterday. If you weren't here for that, we went and got the Forbidden Grip of Ages and upgraded it just to see how it's. I mean, if you get this the moment you can go to the Muspelheim Tower, I believe, this thing is crazy good at the time. It's just stats, right? It's just stats, which give you the most direct benefit. So we even did this weird puzzle at the end of yesterday's stream, which is a bit of an ARG, apparently from the Collector's Edition map in the original God of War Physical Edition, where it's like a drawing runes with Kratos' look puzzle. It's super weird. We did that yesterday as well. We did everything else. We don't have any goals remaining. Nothing. We've collected every artifact, done every treasure map, completed every single labor, and done every single favor. All we have left is Jotunheim in Reach. And with the wolves more thematic? Okay. I mean, we're not immediately going into wolf territory, but yeah, hold on. And then skill-wise, what am I wearing for my... Oh my god, my buttons right now are killing me. Leviathan's Wake, Blessing of Frost. I want to go back to... I don't want to run. I usually just default to the charge, just because it's protected and distance. Let's go back to the charge. Yeah. I mean, funny seeing your face for the very fun part. The very fun part, John. Oh, it's Bob. We got to say hi to Bob. Everybody say hi to Bob. Is Bob the Lizard? He's back to see us off at the end of the game. How you doing, Bob? You gonna do roulettes in Final Fantasy 14? You don't say. Are you gonna do the ones that are, you know, duty and need just to get those extra materia because you won't do treasure hunts? Or not treasure hunts, but hunt trains? Yeah? You don't like getting a ton of free things for only 25 minutes of work? You'd rather do it slowly over time that takes months? I like clipping through the floor a little bit too, huh, Bob? Yeah. What are you going to go do? Go eat some bugs? Go eat some bugs. All right, that's Bob, everybody. Enjoy your one-topping bugs. Well, I'm not running Runic, so the mean...
Ready.
Well, I was like, wait, what the hell? Says Mimir. Mimir doing his Jormungandr mouth stretches. He's so sleepy. But yeah, I mean, look at my stats. I'm almost 300 strength, but only 149 runic. If I was running the other armor set, the Evaldi set, we did the runic Evaldi set because burst felt better in that zone. than consistent like dueling damage, then maybe, because I have like 300 plus runic, but I'm not running runic right now, so I'm using things that are, this is a damage bonus and then slight runic, this is just utility, and then I'm running like what I think is the best burn adding effect, and then Gift of Apollo, which again is just the same thing as Gift of the Frosts, which is just instead of damage and runic, this is damage and healing. All right, Jormungandr, we're here. Howdy, bud. We'll see you again next week, maybe.
Is the statue lost to us?
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you roll into his mouth to look inside.
Ew. Really?
By the by, he's not wild about it either.
It would be so much just raw air pressure. I wonder if they improve upon that if we ever talk to Jormungandr. That's the one thing that's kind of unrealistic when he talks to us, is that like there's no wind. The sheer amount of vocal force he talks with, which we can hear, it sounds incredible. But it would like push Atreus over, and Kratos would probably have to at least strain slightly, because it would be like talking into a jet turbine that's not that far from your face. All right, handsome man, we'll go give you a little, we'll go act like Pepto-Bismol real quick.
So, are we really doing this? Letting the serpent swallow us?
You do not have to come.
Well, I'm not gonna miss this.
That's fair. Using Meme Beam and the Anvil Slam. That's fine. The runic stuff is definitely very fun, and a very runic-centered build is very neat. But I've been playing a lot of the stay in melee as much as you can. I like the
Atreus, to me.
The toe-to-toe fighting
Coming.
with parrying and stuff and blocking. I mean, I did some beautiful parries on Sigurd yesterday, and I'm not using the parry window improvement. I'm not using the parry talisman, or yeah.
You sure this is a good idea?
No.
No.
Such a
Well,
lot.
brothers, I've been to many strange places, but this will be a new one.
Yeah. I've never been in the Giant's Belly either. How about you, Father?
Never one who was not trying to eat me.
You really should expect that sort of response at this point.
What the hell are we doing? Yeah, dentist time? I don't think dentists go into your gut. This is like an endosurgeon.
Here we go.
Clever load screen. Oh, look at my armor because it freaking glows. That's so good. Oh, it's so good. Look at me, dude. I'm ready to go to an EDM concert. A Viking EDM concert. Let's go. Hi, kitty.
Funny. I used to dream about getting eaten.
Dreams are nothing
I'm
to...
not afraid. It just reminded me of a way I used to feel when I was a child.
What?
Let's find that statue.
What kind of dreams were you having, boy? Just chunks of digesting rocks. Surprised how much light they animated that leaks through Jormungandr. I'm loving my armor glow right now. It's so good. Oh, yeah, are there things I should like look around that are inside of him? Or are there's obviously going to be dock points, right? Or are there little tidbits of stuff that have happened throughout the game that he's... Oh. That's an invisible wall. It's like a chunk of a tower? Or part of the bridge? Yeah, what does Jormungandr officially eat? What does he eat? Land?
Ah, smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather pleasant, actually.
You're so weird.
How do you smell? You don't have lungs. You can't breathe in. I don't know how you can also breathe out to blow on the horn either. Oh, there's freaking... Is there Aegir's gold inside of his stomach? That looks like a dragon? Like dragon bones? Yeah, he do be eating bridges. He eats whatever he wants. I mean, that's fair. He do be eating ships and boats and bridges and masonry and whatever else, I suppose.
I see something down there.
He's eating bridge chunks. How many calories do you think would be in this chunk of tower?
The water kind of burns in here. That is water, isn't it?
Aye. Most of it.
There's Aegir's gold in his stomach. Like, I need any. I have, I don't know, a few thousand. That's just a freaking tower. That's actually a real question. How many, like, everything converts to energy if you can eat it. So, like, how many calories would this giant chunk of tower have? You know, like, what? This is just to lead you through. There's light? I guess a chunk of tower he ate. This is a boat behind me. All right, first little docking place, I suppose. Just a chest.
There, the hammer.
The hammer? Oh, over there, yeah. Oh, it's actually like stuck on his... I almost said esophageal lining, but that's his spine, because his tongue and stuff would be way back up there. Oh boy, I need hack silver. How much do we have, chat? Oh wait, 500,000 still? There's a tree. I wouldn't like... It's surprising to this, the durability of his innards. Maybe you wouldn't notice it. Yeah, but it's stuck until it dissolves, sort of embedded in the roof of his... Again, I want to say mouth, but it's not his mouth. Yep. Is a frog?
Oh.
There's combat inside Jormungandr. We can climb up there. What does this move? Ah.
Over there. Didn't say where we could reach it.
Good grief. I played a lot of Grounded, but nothing like this. Grounded is just big spiders and ants. And really big mosquitoes and very, very large spiders.
Maybe if that was closer.
I put it all the way over. I guess not. I didn't put it all the way over. I feel like I put it up. Wait. These symbols can't be. Faye couldn't have put these symbols inside Jormungandr. Come on. I guess it tipped back a little bit. Oh, I did freeze it right there, boy. But apparently I was off by a few pixels. That's fine. What's up, Nico? How's your midweek doing? Yeah, there we go. Just off by a few pixels, I guess. There's another boat. Whee!
Mimir, any idea where Odin hid your eye?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
This is so wild. Yeah, she put them on the statue which got eaten. Yeah. That makes sense, of course. I'm just saying. The other idea is that she put them on the statue inside Jormungandr's stomach. That would have been funny. Is that like drool saliva dripping down? Oh, there it is.
Yep, that's an eye.
Maybe you should stick that in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently. Thank you, brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
Mayor's all double-eyed up on a Wednesday afternoon. So what's in this chest then? It's a Spectre mask chest. So you gotta stab it in the head, break it open. Kara! A runic, maybe? A pommel? Crafting materials I don't need? Symbol of triumph. It's gonna be a purple, probably. I wonder how different this game would feel if you just did the main story. Like, just did the story, upgraded along the path of what you did it in, you know, what, 32-ish hours? Because I don't know if you know this about how I play video games, because I want to do everything in the game that I'm playing. We're at, just for official sake, 100% completion on how long does it take, which goes through and surveys many different players of many different games. Says this game only takes roughly like mid 50 hours. I'm at 77 hours. 77. This is an 80-hour game for me. How do you get completionist in sub 60 hours? Do you play the whole game on Give Me a Story and just totally dunk everything and do all of Niflheim and Muspelheim? I suppose that's possible. That still counts. They're not playing on Give Me a Challenge, that's for damn sure. Or Give Me God of War, beating the game 100% and getting 55 hours. That is because you suck. Yeah, but you bad. All right, Nico. I challenge you then. Beat and 100% God of War 2018 on at least Give Me a Challenge in under 55 hours. Fully upgraded sets, fully upgraded talisman, all of Muspelheim, all of Niflheim, all of it. Because the big part of the time sink is rerunning like Muspelheim and Niflheim and stuff. That's where I probably put at least 8+ hours in at least. That's the stuff that takes a long time. Doing the main story stuff is a bulk of the game, but that doesn't take up the time. The time is all of the side stuff. It's doing all of the farming, building your armor sets kind of stuff. That's what takes a lot of the time in this game. That adds on to the time. Especially because you have to clear Muspelheim, fully clear at least 3 labors, and then the final tower for one full armor set. Was it 6, 7, 8 times, somewhere in that, like a half a dozen? And that can be 5 or 6 hours by itself. Not even counting all the Niflheim farming I did off screen, which is probably another 5 or 6
Well, I
hours.
wouldn't say I'm feeling whole again, but it's a right improvement.
The Bifrost is intact.
It'll serve.
Then we have all we need.
Finally, we're going to Jotunheim. There's no stopping us now.
Laddie, have you ever heard the term tempting fate?
Fate is another lie told
Told
by
by the gods, yes, of course. You really are your father's son, you know.
The moment he said it, I knew exactly where that was going. Oh, that's so good. There is no combat inside Jormungandr. There was a heal there. It was a debate. I assume I didn't miss anything. There's only one major dock, right?
So how do we get back out?
We signal. Hold on!
What's going on?
He's moving?
Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe our presence is upsetting Jormungandr's belly.
No. Something is wrong.
He's all belly. Like 70% of him is belly. And I do some engagement in it.
What's happening to him?
Nothing good. Glad that's over.
Is he getting hit? What is that?
We must hurry.
Couldn't agree more, brother.
What's bonking into him? I can't see anything. We're about to go into load screen zone. Oh,
Hold tight and watch your balance.
never mind.
The board shifting! I'm gonna
Have you?
Clever load screen. Oh my god. It's a Universal theme park ride? Oh. Shit.
Boy? Boy?
I'm good. I think I'm getting kind of used to this.
Who pushed him over or knocked him over?
What happened to him? Something we did?
No.
No.
Something else. A dead giant. Why would the serpent leave us here?
Look!
Ah. Hello, Freya.
Freya. We can still trust her, right?
How can she not hear you?
Until we know for certain, keep her distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is then?
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born. Why are you standing so far from me? What's wrong? Something's happened.
There!
I had a feeling that hurting the big snake would bring the two of you out in the open. Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
My boy.
Mother.
I'm here. Don't run away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Mother.
I know that you're still angry. I know that how you feel hasn't changed, but I want you...
how I feel? How I feel? I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this moment. I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now, I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
No, back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do...
This path you walk, vengeance, you will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This again?
Indeed.
You have to go, please.
Reach him! You have to stop fighting!
In your magic! I hate you. Do you two care about this? Get out of my way!
No.
Listen to me, both of you! I won't hurt you, but you must stop this! I said stop!
You might want to turn away, boy. This won't be pretty.
I won't let you hurt him.
No, boy.
Fine.
Stop! No! No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
Not my blood.
Ooh.
What is that? I can feel this. Oh. I can feel everything.
He's vulnerable now?
Hello, Thamur.
You will not do this!
Clever load screen.
Oh, is Freya trying to kill us?
No.
My controller's
Be ready to
going
We are
bonkers.
moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers.
My ankles?
She's controlling that thing?
Stay out of it! I can reason with him!
No, woman! You cannot! He means to kill you!
You can't stop me! No one can!
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me. I will protect him. I will not let him die.
How touching. This will all be over soon.
There!
You will stop this now!
I feel freezing!
Stop hurting my boy!
It's fast. Whoop. Damn.
Weak mother! I'm coming for you! Wind! Can feel them!
Damn, that's fast. That was a parry into it. Oh.
You will stop!
I'm hitting X. I'm playing God of War. I'm hitting X.
The crystal!
Oh, shit. Oh, is that just is that just death? We both die? That was really fast. Brother, that was really fast.
Take your son and go! I can't let
Oh,
you
it goes
get
back to
hurt.
the pressing X? That's funny.
Boy! The crystal!
That's really, you have to do it like within a half a second, it feels like. That's really fast. I thought you had to wait for the red glow to be on him.
Atreus!
If you wait though, it's over.
And I'm doing wonderful. I've never felt so alive.
You're literally on fire.
Reba!
Oh, come on. There was one of you left? These damn plant bastards.
Oh, outstanding!
Damn it. Those are unblockable. Get off me! Ooh. Oh, shit.
More! Show me more! Feeling glorious! Feeling!
He's faster than the Infinity Gauntlet? Those damn plants. Oh. Shit. Okay.
I'll kill you.
Oh boy. I wonder if gods have family problems.
Stay away from my son! You don't have to do this!
This is a theme park ride. Hi.
There!
Stop him!
Please! There has been enough pain!
Shut up!
No!
You control some of that. I remember the controls. He's getting Boromired? Oh. Shit.
Before you die, I want to thank you. Both of you. You've done what even the All-Father himself could not. I've never felt more alive. Ironic, isn't it?
They're not even winning.
Why won't you die?
My magic! I couldn't let you die! You have to understand!
Oh, I was rolling.
No! Freya! Please! I need you to stop!
You think you can beat me now?
It doesn't have to end
Whoa.
this way!
Yeah, that was really fast. Oh, it's so seamless. I think I should parry and then I. Oh. You give up? He didn't say anything.
Look! I have an idea! Boom! Die! Boom!
Boy? Well done, boy.
What the fuck? That might as well happen.
Come on! Do it! Do it!
Stop. Please.
He's beaten, Father. Not a threat.
You will not come to us again. You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
Can't help yourself, can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't stop interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free now. You have what you want. Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No.
X.
No. We can't. Because I will never forgive. You still need to pay for the lifetime that you stole from me.
I have paid. I have paid. But if that alone will make you whole, if seeing me dead will make things right, I won't stop you.
I know.
What? No, Father!
I love you.
Why do you even care? You could have walked away.
The Sigolians here must be better than this.
No, my boy! My dear sweet boy!
Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything. an animal. Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
I know enough. Does he?
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with a god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not. I killed my father.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you be. We must be better.
Well, guess we're the bad guys now.
In her eyes, yes. But she could never make that choice. We should finish this journey while I still have strength.
I don't understand. I know saving her was the right thing, but she seemed all evil at the end.
Not evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back to Tyr's temple, then. One last time.
Aye. Jotunheim awaits.
That's what I was saying yesterday.
Why did Baldur say we
Oh,
cost
never mind.
Odin must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring his cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya, the one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
I was saying yesterday, though, obviously this time next week we'll be playing Ragnarok. And the early trailer stuff for Ragnarok shows that Freya comes after us. That sled dog scene where she jumps on the, when she becomes the, she's the bird and she transforms, blah, blah, blah. I do wonder, I don't know how much this will diverge from the actual mythology. But I do wonder what kind of changes they'll make to those old stories to see if, like, what if Freya got her wings back and she helped us defeat Odin, kind of a thing. Because that's who started it all, realistically. Even if Odin was part of, you know, giving Freya, as Mimir just said, the greatest gift and all that, but Odin did start this. I mean, Baldur started everything. He kept choosing. And you notice what Mimir just said. Odin just probably tricked Baldur. So remember that story thread.
Wow.
Odin said that him coming after us would give him what he wants, which was to break the curse, because Odin obviously knew we still had mistletoe. And maybe that was Odin's way of getting rid of Baldur, because Odin's a piece of shit. So remember all those little things. Those might come into play in a week or so from now. Does Freya get her wings back? Do we actually fight her as an enemy? Do we kill Freya? Do we make her see reason? Do we fight Odin? Obviously, we have to fight Thor. But many questions. Questions that need answering. All right, I have to talk to the brothers again.
Sure, I'm open.
just to talk to you. We're just talking. Want to upgrade some gear for me one last time?
Looks good.
I thought it was the one last time earlier, but now this is the actual one last time.
That ought to keep them from hacking bits off you.
Just upgrading stuff to upgrade stuff.
Very proud of you, son bitch.
That's such an asshole.
I'm sure that'll keep you out of trouble.
Just a momentary reprieve. She can only get the powers back if Odin chooses to give them back, so it'll be interesting to see in the next game. Oh, is that like the deep lore? I don't know all the mythology. This is a question for Nico. That's why I was baiting him out. I was baiting him out to see if he was... Oh, what do we need for the gauntlets? Oh, just more hack silver. Well, we've spent it. There you go, gentlemen.
On that other thing?
Only way to farm hack silver is Muspelheim, so... Nothing else needs XP, right? Pretty sure everything is fully learned, just for any achievements or anything. Yep. Ooh, man.
Here we go. I can't believe we're gonna see the giants.
Well, if things work according to the plan. Go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
No, you did, Nico. I just know that knowing a lot about mythologies you may have just studied and cross-studied, so that's why I was wondering. And also, this is stuff people could look up and relay and we could talk about. That's what I was mainly curious about, you know? Let's do it.
Boy, ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right. Got him. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Oh, that's unpleasant!
Now, boy.
Ah! It's like the baby from The Boys.
We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
The realm door even looks different.
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruin in the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
lady sips soft, perfect sloshers.
Oh, no.
You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
What a goober.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, I can't. Oh.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
Holy shit, there's some stairs. Oh, it closed.
Boy, do I have plans for you.
You hurry back, please.
Don't flatter yourself, boy.
Goat boy. Mimir isn't a satyr. Or a centaur. He's just tall and lanky. Oh, mind your eyes. This is obviously gonna get a little bright. Feels like I'm walking into the kiln of the first flame. Oh, God.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there. We did it.
We did.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy. Carry her.
Whew. Yeah, I'm a sap for good writing. Woo! Man. The story, why'd you gonna go and ruin it? Look at this asshole. No, the Grand Theft Auto kill screen comes up and just says owned. Owned in the red text. Dickhead. You're the joke that comes after the sincere part of a Marvel film.
Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
There's no one here. Well, we do know we're coming back to every realm in Ragnarok. We'll have to figure out where Tyr is being held. Is he the last giant? Maybe Tyr's the last giant, other than Atreus. He's a half giant, though.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Why carve all these faces?
What if this is all of the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all.
Oh, sorry. Tyr was just a friend of the giants, but wasn't a giant. That's why I got confused. He was one of the only major friends of them. If that's the more correct part. Yeah.
Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
The dream of Midgard. Midgard was a dream of what could be if we shared and collaborated. Jotnar, Aesir, Vanir, Elf, Dwarf, and Mortals most of all. It was beautiful, but not everyone was capable of sharing. Some believed anything uncontrolled is savage and threatening, and so we were mocked and tricked and used and then slaughtered. Odin and his tribe were barred from our realm, but it was not enough. The wrath of Thor and his terrible hammer have thinned our numbers in Midgard to the brink of ruin. There is no option but to withdraw, while yet any live to do so. Odin and Thor would have killed all the giants if they could, and they got away with everything. What a scumbag. At least from our perspective.
Where are they now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did. Huh. Who's the Guardian?
That boy writes quick. The Guardian returns. Medivh? We foresee Midgard's fate. Overrun, a second hell. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut. The serpent and the Guardian remained. The Guardian's going to be Tyr, right? They alone shall keep our hope. When doom befalls the indestructible, only then shall the Guardian return. Until then, we await a better world, one without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. We will wait for word that gods grow good. Hope that world gets here soon. Not Tyr. I mean, it can't be Kratos. The one that they're talking about at the end, we wait for a champion. That sounds like Kratos, or maybe more specifically Atreus, since he's at least half giant. But the Guardian isn't Tyr. Obviously, Jormungandr mentioned the serpent. Interesting.
I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered, and two more take its place.
Oh.
Wait! Father! Something's happening!
Oh, there's Faye.
It's your axe. It's smaller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
Hmm.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
That makes
Mother
sense.
would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Do we know how Faye died, though? I guess it could just be age. Was it something else? Oh yeah, there's Magni Modi. That's the dragon. Baldur. That's Thamur. That's Freya. That's escaping hell. Was it illness? So this last relief depicts the next part of the game, right? This is all stuff that people have been like, that's those are the two ravens, right? That are broken on that relief up there. Because that's Mimir's head on the tree. Right? Those are it's not Skull and Hati, those are the wolves. What are the ravens called again? Because it also shows... Oh, it's broken. And you can't see behind this part. Oh, I guess also broken. This is just Atreus by himself. And those are the wolves. Yeah, this was the tease. Yep. Illness and pouring her power into the land to keep Atreus and Kratos hidden. Oh, fair enough, yeah. She basically drained all of her magic. That's meeting Freya and talking to the World Serpent the first time. Atreus being born, I guess, up there. Very cool. I mean, all these answers in 2-ish weeks time from now, we'll have all the answers because we'll have the end of this entire story.
Look, it's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it.
Oh, it's her actual hand.
Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it.
So the game starts with the handprint on the tree. Well, like a month for me. Well, because I'm not gonna play it all in one sitting. 3-ish hour chunks and then 90-minute chunks when I have to go out of town. And in a way, it's helpful because not everyone wants to watch it immediately and get all the spoilers if they haven't played it themselves first, so. But yes, if the game takes more time to beat than this one, then yes, it'll take me longer because I do every single thing in the game. I'm not gonna rush anything. It's supposed to be my game I play through Christmas.
together. Son.
Man, the animation's so good.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
I love the conscious decision in that scene to put Atreus on this relief wall so he stands higher, so they're talking at almost eye level. Little things, man. Little things like that. The choices they make in the storytelling and the cinematography. It's so wild. Also, pretty sure these giants are pretty giant. Just saying. Those aren't statues.
Huh.
Those are definitely not statues.
Guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh.
It's such an awesome way to do end credits. So many things about this game are so freaking good.
So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
actually told a good story. Mimir missed it.
I'm not sure if that's canon, Teddy. But sure. Such a dork. I really wonder what's going to make us come back to Jotunheim. And what are we going to find when we do? My retina.
I understand if you want to go home, but maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
It is the name of the God of Mischief, which I do not believe this character is going to be doing. At least in the other part of the, where the official... Unless we're going to turn into a horse and bang some lady. And then turn into a wolf and bang a wolf? I don't mean, if that's up to you, son. You live your life. But also, like... That'd be weird. Oh, they left him here.
Lads, am I glad to see you? I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
Aww.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Welcome back, Mimir. Turn into a lady horse to distract a male horse that the giant can't finish build. Oh, to distract ones that he can't finish building. Yeah, a bunch of... Explore with Atreus. Continue exploring. Complete dwarven favors. Free dragons. Travel to Muspelheim and Niflheim. See, the game is meant to be done. Like, those are later. We did everything before. Find new items in the shop and get powerful equipment that will allow you to defeat all legendary corrupted Valkyries. Oh, well, I don't know if you know this or not, game, but I've already got that achievement. We did that yesterday. We essentially completed the game before we even got to this stage. New Game Plus allows you to start the new game while maintaining your equipment, XP, hack silver, and purchase items. New Game Plus can be accessed anytime from within the game's options menu. Fair enough. Originally, there was no New Game Plus. It was patched in like 2 months later. Oh, well, they probably had plans for it, but they didn't put it in at launch for... It may happen the same way in Ragnarok, right? It may have been unfinished with 2018 because they needed to do the extra crafting and armor resource stuff and scaling, potentially. Or they wanted to make it so that you have this experience of playing the game first through the first time. And you don't get to immediately just start it back over again and be OP from the beginning. Right? It's like that's a contained experience. And then when they patched it in as extra stuff, it revitalizes the reason to play it again, right? That's maybe a marketing thing or a development problem. Do we know if Ragnarok's gonna have? Is Ragnarok just going to be New Game Plus from the beginning, or maybe not? It might not even be. Yeah, we can
Before
go.
we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you likely realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Baldur, it's become something else. The stuff of omens.
Omens for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok from snow.
Aye, snow. lots more snow, and then the end of the bloody world, in that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
Indeed. Hey, we can go by... Let's go by Freya's. Is there anything there? Maybe their lore there or something?
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrotum. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys,
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
yeah.
Stop saying that.
We heard.
So if you're heading home, try to keep moving. And also, to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Or if you're not heading home,
Let's do it.
same advice. And then we have no hack silver. We spent it all. Buy resources? Oh, you can buy hardened Svartalheim at the end game? Or any of those last minute upgrades or so?
Come back soon with more crap you found.
Nothing else comes up though, right? Because I've 100%ed the story. I don't think I've actually 100%ed the game though. I guess, can you do it in one playthrough or do you need to... Well, I did get the father and son achievement, which only has been unlocked by... Oh, I did. That's 100%. The father and son achievement is only a 5% achievement across all of Steam, which is to obtain all other achievements. So I did. 100%ed it. Nice. I don't know if there was anything locked behind doing it on Give Me God of War. I thought there was like a special shield you get, and obviously making armor sets that are Omega end game. The end game's end game. We could obviously teleport there, but it's probably better to open the damn door and boat there. Wait, how is 5% a very large completion rate? How many copies of this game are sold on Steam? A few million? What's 5% of a few million? 10,000? You know? Like, what the hell? How is that? That's... What? Considering other achievements are like 90 and 80%, 5% pretty low. That's like the mythic raiding community in World of Warcraft. Also, there was a question earlier. It was asked about if I have any opinions on World of Warcraft. I kind of said this yesterday. A small group of us might want to do a lot of, like, a bunch of dungeon stuff, Mythic Plus, just for fun. Because the creation catalyst is staying. But nothing really crazy in World of Warcraft. I honestly don't really want to pay for it, but I don't know if I can make enough gold in the game to keep paying for it with gold. Because I really don't want to support Activision Blizzard. Like, the board members and shit. All the garbage people up the top. I would love to support the developers because they're fantastic, but it's not necessarily in the cards.
Still can't believe you ate it.
Oh, is Jormungandr not here anymore?
Thamur, you never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against the giants. Once, he longed to fight Thor, but tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur, and cunning. He observed that Asgard's walls were half-built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labor. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labours. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya. Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by the stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of course. He had the benefit of his father's training and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear. That being done, he made his way out of Asgard. And when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
Only she could say for certain, but I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir, despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defenses. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash. If not sooner.
Surtur has to be a boss, right? Oh, we know Thor is. Odin, Freya, maybe in part, or more than that. I can't imagine we can't fight Surtur. If we're going back to every single realm, will we actually fight for some reason Midgardsormr? Obviously, we're going to fight one, if not both of the wolves at some point in time. A lot of potential. On top of all the mini bosses and side bosses and stuff. You have a hunch that Surtur is actually Kratos? That'll be a weird one. We already know that, but we know that the origin and building Kratos in the original like documentary, though, he's based on Kratos with a C, which is the god of power. So maybe in this game's context, it could be. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm looking a little Surtur-y right now with all my gold rock molten armor on, that's for sure. All right. Is there anything actually at her house?
There's another thing I must let you know.
Oh?
From the time you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya. She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings.
Oh!
Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
While we were in Jotunheim, Freya found Mimir to ask where Odin might have kept her warrior spirit. That's a little scary. Let's go. Kratos in real-world mythos is a personification of strength. Right. Yeah.
Is it a good idea coming back here?
She's probably in there planning your demise, brother.
Or bringing Baldur back to life? Like she did you, Mimir.
Oh, I'm not alive, lad. I'm reanimated, sure. But make no mistake, I'm still quite dead. I'll never be what I once was. She won't want this for her son. Trust me.
That's a relief. Not the part about you being dead, but, you know.
That's weird. Were those runes always on her windows? The red ones? They could have been. May not have noticed them. Yeah, why didn't Freya just take him? I don't know. Do we know how much? I mean, it was another one of those time dilation things that doesn't really have a whole lot of explanation. Because when we were inside the light of Alfheim, when we saw the outline of Faye, and when Atreus was fighting all the Dark Elves, we don't know how long we were there. I can't imagine it's like hours the time dilation was, maybe a day or something.
I'll see what's up ahead.
This is all going to be closed and locked, I imagine. Charlie won't talk to us. He's very much closed up. He's sleepy. Yep. All right. Yeah, so how long was the time dilation of when we were in Jotunheim then, you know? How long were we there? Or how long passes in Midgard for the... Realistically, we were only in there for like half an hour. So how much interstellar has happened? That's the scariest part of that movie, by the way, and how actually factually accurate that is. If you've seen Interstellar, which is a fantastic movie if you like space movies, but it is also quite a bit scary. The crew goes down in a pod to get... Was it to get water or something? Down to like a water planet, but it was really close to a black hole. And they went down, and the movie scene happened sort of in real time, where they were only down for, you know, X amount of moments, really. They were only down there for a couple of hours at max, maybe. And then when they finally leave the planet and go back up to the ship that was orbiting it, it had been years. But that's how time dilation in that regard. Seems to apply about like a couple of weeks to a month. Every realm has different time compared to Midgard. So yeah, I got the impression that it was a couple of weeks, but everything that was happening with the onset of Fimbulwinter is obviously accelerated because it wasn't meant to happen this way. One might surmise that Baldur eventually kills Freya, then goes off on his gallivanting, dies somehow, and that's what brings about. Whereas, obviously, since the Pantheon stuff is all smushed together with us involved and everything. Now, I can only teleport home. I actually can't... Does the Iron Cove dock allow us to walk back home? Because I don't know if we actually can. So I think this is still blocked off, because this is the path that you walk through. That was all goobly goobed. I don't know if it's all closed off, so we can just teleport. But I want to see. I'm gonna go try it because I don't know if Mimir's gonna have any more stories. Yeah, 1 hour was equal to 7 years. That's the interstellar stuff. I don't remember what the actual time was, Destora. So yeah, 1 hour was 7 years. That's just terrifying. And that's the whole part about deep sea travel.
More giant stories, Mimir?
Ooh, there we go.
Well, if you see any more shrines about, you can always ask.
Never mind. That's the game telling us he doesn't have any more. We have every shrine, right? Team, there are still 2 more lore markers. The lore markers... Oh, no. How are there still 2 more? I figured those last 2 were tied, but they're not, because they're Jotunheim, which has nothing. Oh, crap. I have gotten the lanterns at each tower. You mean the, like, lighting all the braziers? Yeah, all 8 are lit. All 8 of them should be lit up. Because that was a codex entry. Yeah, Light of the World. Braziers lit 8 of 8. Yeah. The Tears Braziers, yes. LMIO, you ain't done yet. Oh no. We're gonna have to compare against the lore entries and then do a process of elimination to find them. Which is fine. We still have, you know, a good hour left to devote to the game if we're trying to find everything. That might be why Mimir doesn't have any more stories, because I don't have the last 2 lore markers, which are obviously somewhere. Inside the tower, the bridge is connected to. Yeah, over there. Pretty sure we got those before, though. You can go look. Yeah, I thought those last 2 were going to be... Because we did get the Ragnarok stuff, was just going to be DLC. But it clearly took on a different life of its own. If the whole base game of Ragnarok is going to be larger than this game. We can go back over here and look. There was a realm tear in here. Unless these count. We couldn't click on these before on the realm tear was here. Do these count?
Read it.
Because we didn't have the cipher?
Oh yeah, I can translate this now. Niflheim, land of fog and fortune.
Aye, and a bloody infinite number of traps.
Oh, are these going to be the fog and fortune, a misty realm of treasure and traps? We'll have to go to the ruin to explore. Oh, these are going to be the Niflheim, Muspelheim hints?
Read it.
I believe.
Yes, sir. I can read these now. It says the Gauntlet of Surtur is in Muspelheim.
Yeah.
Is that what those challenges are called?
Bam.
Ah, that makes sense. Who else would be training in a place like Muspelheim?
Now we've 100%ed it. Thank you, Doubt there. Yeah, these were tied behind the cipher, so I just didn't remember to come back here. It's like finding that lava ancient yesterday, where it's off in one of the coves at a new dock that only becomes available after you've cleared. That's the one thing about Ragnarok, as I wonder if they're going to do more of that, where there's going to be a whole lot more blind exploration. Obviously, playing a game when it first comes out, no one's going to know shit. So if there's any world state changes like that, or I'm going to do like, it's going to be so bad. I'm going to do like one major story quest, and then once you can side quest again, go look everywhere. go look everywhere, man. Oh, it's going to be, where is this? Where is that? Yeah, that should be it then. Oh, cool. Yep, that's the last 2. That didn't take very long. That took about 5 minutes. Didn't take very long. Well, it's... If the game is longer than this game, Destora, with all due respect, I know how gamers can game, as I am one of them. If the game has more than 24 hours worth of story, even on Give Me a Story, that information will not be out day 1 because it will actually be impossible. Like, you don't have enough hours in 24 hours to beat the game if the game is longer than 24 hours. So, yeah. I ain't respecting shit. Oh, God. You already had to unsubscribe from like 4 people on YouTube because they are posting stuff for the game. I mean, you can, yeah, and then resubscribe to them later. Oh yeah, I mean, data mining will happen. That's for sure. That's a benefit to, at least if you play before me, but then you catch up, you'll be able to at least, I'm not going to ask for a lot of things. I'm going to want to figure it all out. But if there are things we get stuck on, then you might know. Yeah, it depends. Those people are going to have... Yeah. That is kind of true. All those copies in the NDA will lift. Right? So yeah, can we just go... I don't know which boat dock it is, or if they're the same one. I don't know if it's this one or the other one, where we can boat back home. Because I would assume that's got to be open, because the other way would go is
Don't
teleport
you have any
there.
more stories to tell, Mimir?
I'm talked out, lad. But someday I imagine I'll be telling your story.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to be able to, like, bring Mimir back for real, for real? Because he said he's animated, but still dead. I wonder. Holy
I wonder
crap.
what happened to this ship's crew.
Dude, the fog is wild. Yeah, I wonder if this will allow us to walk back. Because this boat dock is over there. But does that connect to the passageway, or does that connect back to the... What the hell? Angry Red Endgame Wolver?
Focus up, boy.
Ready,
All right, sure. Don't hit me. And all of my procs right there.
Watch out!
See, that last bit of health sometimes lasts for way more damage than you might think. Whoa, they dropped a ton of hack silver for some reason? Yeah, see, I don't know if this connects around. I think we have to teleport. You can't wait to ignore YouTube at that time. I mean, you'll get links to my streams in Discord. And all of my thumbnails for the first at least week are going to be all stuff. Because I'm not going to be... I'm basically have to store up a whole bunch of art from right now and from all the behind the scenes. Yeah, this doesn't connect. I more or less have to store up a bunch of art from the behind the scenes videos and the press release stuff to use as thumbnails, because I don't want... Once this game is out, I don't want to search for new images because it's going to be spoilers, right? You know, there's obviously some things that we don't know what's going to outcome. Like, do we kill Thor? Do we just beat him? Does he run away? But if I search for, you know, God of War Ragnarok Thor, and there's like a picture of him dead, decapitated Leviathan axe at him, I'd be like, oh, cool, great, spoilers. Like, once you'll know it's real because it'll be in-game images of it and stuff like that, right? So I'm doing my last bit of safe image searching right now to make a bunch of thumbnails in the same style I'm doing right now. That is from all the released footage, officially released footage from SMS and behind the scenes and whatnot, so that my thumbnails aren't spoilers, because that's obviously bullshit. Yeah, this doesn't do anything now, because this was underwater when that was the old boat dock. So you can only get home if you teleport to that other point, huh? The closest we can get is teleport to here, if we can go through the Wildwood's edge, because this is all blocked off. It's all blocked off. We can teleport from Isle of Death. We can just go over here to the Niflheim Realm Tower real quick. Pretty sure IGN will have a full guide up day one. I did see the Ben Stiller, John Travolta, not Kobe, damn it. LeBron. I did watch that commercial. Yeah, it was pretty cringe. It was pretty cringe. Yeah, and the how to get X thing, how to beat Y boss, God of War Ragnarok ending explained videos will be everywhere. Yeah, maybe. The NDA lifts 11 p.m. PST. 2 p.m. Eastern. The entire game will be out there in less than 10 minutes. Nah, maybe it will be. I suppose for those that don't want to see everything immediately, it won't be. But you're probably right in that regard. Yeah, I won't want to embark on any of that for like a month. I may have to mute a few. I don't follow many YouTubers in that regard. Can you make... I wonder if I can make a temporary search term blacklist or something. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. It may be easy for the first few days, but by the weekend, it'll be tough. Yeah. Might be able to get some folks from the Discord to get you stuff. Well, if you're playing it on console, how do you unless you're playing it on console, but playing it on your PC, so you're using like the using an Elgato, you're not gonna be able to screen capture anything. But I mean, if you guys that are going to be playing it day one want to do some screen grabs, because you can take pictures on the PS4, PS5, but then can you easily get them into Discord? Oh, that's what I was wondering. Just yeah, Alfie, that's what I was saying. Yeah, they have screenshots, but I didn't know if they were like shared internally in their own system, right? I didn't know if you could just get it out onto, yeah. If that's possible, then if you guys can totally send me like, it has to be like, you know, scenic random boss image things, because I'm sure there's going to be a photo mode again. I can imagine there'll be a photo mode. Yeah, if you guys want to take screenshots, because for the first, you know, half of the game or whatever, you guys will have done before I get there. So this is the... Can you actually walk back through here? I don't remember if you can walk back all the way. You can go back through this. That's not the way back down through. This way was? I'm just killing time, chit-chatting, but also going back through and looking at all... Now that, you know, canonically in the game, that all of these markings are made by Faye. See, I don't know if this is open. It's going to be closed off. Can you reopen this pathway? It's like the first little mini-boss arena.
Can we get out of this place?
Yeah, see, that's why I think you can only teleport back home. I think a lot of these intersections get locked off. Yeah. I thought you could pull that open, but you cannot. Oh, PlayStation also has the Discord integration now too. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, if you guys want to take screenshots that you think would be cool, either of Kratos, Atreus, the wolves, whatever, character shots. I mean, character shots with faces are better than like the scenic battle images. But if you guys want to take pictures, if you remember to take photos and stuff, then that's fine. Because if I try to image search it, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. It's going to be spoiler territory all over the place. And I would like to keep my stuff as spoiler free as I can, at least from the start. Yeah, that down there will be a dead end as well, so. Strange you can't walk home. All the tutorial areas that go home are blocked. We tried. I looked around. Clearly it's all still broken up. So you can go to the Mystic Gateway, but then this is... Yeah, the hidden chambers where the Valkyrie was. I know a couple people are going to go crazy with playing week 1. That's fine. I would, you know, stick to my schedule and do 3 to 4 hour streams. I was even thinking about doing... That's why I'm gonna have to pre-record a bunch of videos, because I think I'm only gonna be able to... I'm only gonna play for like 4 or 5 days live, and then I'll have to do a bunch of pre-recorded stuff that I'm gonna set as premieres while I'm gone. Which is basically why I have to do like a week
We're
or more of
finally home.
planning.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. But it's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
What's your tadger? Is that your butthole? Because Bamir was in a tree before? Someone look up the word tadger. What's it slang for? We can't take the boat for any reason, can we? I was hoping eventually that this boat dock would connect. Yeah, there's no boat here. This is the boat we come in on the start with the tree. The opening cutscene. This is a great little location for a damn house, though. Yeah, if you guys can take screenshots that you think are cool, I'll use them if I can work them in. That would be great. Because you'll be playing a lot more than me at first. Because on day one, I'm going to get 6-7 hours in-ish, right? Because I'm going to do a double stream the first day. And then every day after that until the Wednesday, because I'll need a day to just record. And the recordings will be a little shorter just because I have to upload them manually. So they're only going to be about 90 minutes long or so. But then once I get back, as soon as I can get on, we'll do another 3-ish hour banger. It'll be live. By that point, though, I would have not played the game for 5 days? 5 days? 5 days. All these trees are still completely wrecked from the Baldur fight. Is that huge crash in the house still there? I can't tell. Maybe. I mean, it should be. We haven't been home. This hole is there. All of the wood that was here is gone. I'll take intermittent screenshots. They'll likely be mostly scenery shots and such that I normally take. That's totally fine, Dalthea. That works. That works too. It's just that characters and faces look better in thumbnails, but I also don't want to do a lot of spoilery crap. You can also make one still image, like a background image for the game. Maybe. It's just the same image over and over again maybe only works because I like changing up the art per episode because I think it kind of just my style. Look at my channel. You can go to videos and lives. Videos and live streams are now separated on YouTube, by the way. So you can go to the channel directory and you can see two different chunks. And you can see the style that I've done for a long time.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Well, that won't work, I don't think. Yeah, that still crashed down.
Aren't you tired?
That is kind of true. If you do play this game all in one live sitting, they never rest, which I suppose that's just a physical difference being a god. Do they have to rest? Oh, this is where he was washing his bandages on his arms, but he took them off. Won't have use for that anymore. Does the rest of the credits play out when you rest? Let's see.
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
And take the head off your butt. Did you just sit on Mimir? I think his arm like pushed him off, but oh wait, what the heck?
What was that?
The ball.
What? Oh, this is the tease for the next game. I forgot. Yes, yeah. He did just lay on the blades of chaos. That is true. All right, full on credits. There we go. Man. So yeah, we have Thursday, Friday, and then next Monday, Tuesday, there will be completely random streams. I have ideas for Thursday and Friday, and then I'll decide over the weekend what I want to do Monday, Tuesday. But you guys voted on the community page, and like it's like just under half is completely random. It'll be completely random each day. I put that in the vote, Adrian. I put that in the vote. Yeah. I did put that in the vote. It was finish FF7R, you coward. I think was the vote choice. Yeah, Connor, for sure. It is going to be a pretty wild few days to a week. Obviously, it'll take me longer to get through everything, because doing 3-ish hour chunks. So, and if the game is longer than this one took me just about 80 hours. Now, a good portion of that, 10 to 12 hours of it, was off screen, where I was just farming Muspelheim and Niflheim, which, if there are similar situations to that in Ragnarok, which I imagine there probably will be, there'll be like end game side zones. Then, I mean, part of it will be done on stream. But if there is farming loop-oriented side stuff, only so much of that, I think, makes good content, because it's just very much the same thing for a few hours just to farm materials. But we'll see how much they iterate on those systems. But I'm not gonna sit here and do a full 3.5 hours of a Muspelheim farm loop again, because that's just, I'd rather do that off stream and just get it done, and we can start on stuff that's a little more impactful to the main game, or at least doing favors, and side zones are obviously all, you know, new puzzles, new areas, stuff like that. Yeah, because I had to do Muspelheim 3 or 4 more full times the other night to get the rest of the materials I needed, on top of all the Niflheim farming, which we did plenty of both on stream. We did a send off to them both yesterday, where we started with Niflheim to finish the Realm Tears, and then went to we changed the difficulty and dropped it down to Give Me a Story just for fun, and we just crushed through Muspelheim one last time to make the last Infinity Gem. And those are our last times there, at least for this series, so that's why I did that. Well, yeah, sure, fun. Yeah. Just because it's just MMO farming-ish. Now, the other option is, I didn't put up a vote. I still think I'm probably going to Give Me a Challenge again in Ragnarok, because I'm not going to, again, I don't want to play a Give Me God of War playthrough, because streaming it, I don't think it's very fun while it's live streamed if I'm stuck on a boss for half the stream. I learned that with Elden Ring. Now, Elden Ring's a bit different, because when you get to Melania or you get to Radagon or whatever, right? Like that's a full stream, because that's all that's left. But this encounter early on in my Elden Ring series, where I got stuck on that first ulcerated tree spirit in that hero's grave in the starting area, that was 2.5 hours. And I was determined, but I do not think that makes for very good watchable stuff. So if I do a Give Me God of War playthrough, it would be like a secondary thing that I, enjoy myself. I want the game to be hard, but I don't want to be fighting a boss for 2 hours, because my segments aren't long enough, and I'm not recording it all and then editing it down like Indie Mouse or something. That's going to be a thing in the future, or hopefully I can make highlights and shorts. I've been actually interviewing some editors via my alma mater, and I've been talking to a couple of them, and we're doing a test run with some footage here soon to see if they can make stuff that is good. Because I think some highlights of all of this content, distilling down 3 to 4 hours into, you know, boss compilations or epic fail moments or shorts from, you know, funny epic, you know, those little things that are really good from these huge chunks will be cool to have in smaller format, and that's the next stage. But I have so much damn footage. I had to buy another multi terabyte external hard drive to hold all this footage, because each of these files is like 40 to 50 gigs of footage to keep the quality up. So, I guess I'm busting then, Destora, because I'm not playing Give Me God of War my first playthrough. I just don't want to get stuck on something and get frustrated, because there's still things I'm sure that on Give Me a Challenge I got frustrated on that were just not very fun. Now, I don't know how many Revenant encounters we're going to have in the next game. I wonder if they took the feedback that Revenants were garbage. That'd be a whole lot of new enemy types, though. There is the weird, like, dinosaur thing. There's the weird crocodile thing. There's the new, like, angry Ewok-looking things. There's a lot of new enemy types. But yeah, when you're not playing it in a constricted environment like I am, the hardest difficulty and taking hours and hours and hours to beat something is fine. It's just not conducive. I want it to be hard, but not we fight a boss for one whole stream and barely kill it. We have not gone back to Elden Ring in some time, Teddy, but you are a little bit busy. You are definitely a little bit busy. So it's called Give Me No Mercy? Is that what it's called, Connor, in Ragnarok? I'm going to assume there's still just 4 difficulties, right? There's going to be story, normal mode, then challenge mode, which what we played here, and then God of War. I'm going to imagine that that's the play. I think it'd be cool that during parts of Ragnarok, while you're in Midgard, you are constantly hunted by... Yeah, well, we don't know. There's many new elements that they're going to be working on. They worked on this sequel for 4 years. Yeah. Oh, it has 5 now? 5 difficulties. I guess I can look that up. God of War Ragnarok difficulties. Oh yeah, there are 5. Yeah, there's give me a story, give me grace, give me balance, give me no mercy, and give me God of War. So the Give Me God of War difficulty in the original 2018 game was intentionally kept harder from the very beginning in order to give players an idea of what they're getting into. It was done to let them decide whether they wanted to restart the game on a lower difficulty without risking losing their progress. In Ragnarok, however, Give Me God of War will have a more normalized difficulty that will ramp up as players make progress. The developers have also said that players will be able to lower the difficulty from Give Me God of War to one of the lower difficulties at any point in the game should they find it too much to handle. However, the catch here is that they'll be locked out of the Give Me God of War difficulty for the rest of that playthrough if they toggle it down. Other difficulties will be freely interchanged anytime during the playthrough, however. And based on what SMS developers have said, each difficulty has been tested and modified for them to work, and are not a simple case of damage and health modifiers. They say the higher difficulties won't have enemies that feel like sponges anymore, since they can still be defeated relatively quickly. However, players can expect enemies to be faster, more aggressive, and deal more damage. And I guess apparently the God of War Ragnarok, the launch version, has already been patched 3 times. Because at least in this article that I pulled up, this is When did this article get released? This article does coattail into God of War Ragnarok will take over 50 hours for 100%ing. Well, version 1.02 was October 26th. So this article has come out since then. And now God of War Ragnarok is on version 1.03. We have 5 difficulties. Yeah, so I guess it'd be Give Me No Mercy then. Yes, I guess I'd be playing on Give Me No Mercy. Interesting. That's pretty interesting. So I wonder how, maybe they found that Give Me a Story was very, I mean, we played it. It's very easy. I wonder if they decided that they needed a little bit more of a steady, gradual increase. Especially if they've announced that the difficulties are not a simple case of damage and health. Enemies won't, so difficulties will not have enemies that feel like just damage sponges as well. There's some of that. I felt some of that in doing Give Me a Challenge in Muspelheim and Niflheim, where some enemies were just, it took full runics and a good 15 to 20 seconds of fighting them. Now, if they're mini bosses, it's different. The regular crap enemies, like the big, like, I don't know, travelers, those are elite enemies. Maybe those are supposed to be that tanky. So now it looks like it's more about speed, aggression, and the damage they deal. Yeah, 5 difficulties. So give me balance, similar to God of War 2018. Give me story, same thing from the last game. Give me grace is between story and balance, so a gradual step. And then give me no mercy will be give me a challenge, and then give me God of War. But even in this press release stuff, the balancing is not just sponge. And the fact that Give Me God of War will ramp up with the player over time. So it will not be the brick wall that the game starts out as. All right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the damage thing was only a problem early. Well, that's what I was reading about too. In that release is that Give Me God of War in 2018 right now is a difficulty that's just blanketed from the start, right? Because their design philosophy, according to that article, was that if it's that hard at the start and you don't like it, you can restart without losing too much progress. Now, since players that might have known that, there'll be it'll scale with you, probably harder, I imagine. So potentially the mid to late game will be way harder than it currently is because of a scaling factor. But that's cool. Again, I think that's a replay thing after knowing a lot. But I think Give Me No Mercy is the analog to this difficulty, which we'll be playing in about a week. Right, yeah, Connor, yeah. I mean, they had many years to iterate on these systems, obviously, right? So that'll be good. They wrote a Prime 11 more models for painting yesterday, though I can start line painting them. Nice, Teddy, nice. You're just doing just all your intercessors right now? All your intercessors?
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream.
Ah, that's...
Winter was ending, and Thor came for us.
Oh.
Here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
Is there, though, Kratos? 100% of the damn game, my man. So it was an Atreus dream. It's actually kind of cool. So obviously they didn't have the model for teenage Atreus. But in the new cutscene opening that is this scene we just watched recreated for Ragnarok, it was actually cool to see that it was almost shot the same way. It might even be the same render, but obviously Atreus wasn't, you know, 11, 12, whatever he is right now. Wasn't a kid. He was the more grown-up version, which is cool. Oh, you can't even go back in your house. You can't even go back in. Well, you'll save this one right here. Boom. Because you have to actually select New Game Plus. Yeah, we never did any photo mode. Let's get. Oh God, what have I done? Oh no. He's all blurry. How do I go up? How do I raise the camera? Oh God, it's the R buttons. My depth of field's all messed up. Depth of field me? Give me some Kratos depth of field. There you go. I used an image like this for one of my shots. It was him and Mimir on the tree. What you doing, little man? Oh, I can't even move the camera any farther. This is so silly. Exit photo mode, yes. It was also seamless. God, how'd they build that in to be so seamless? It just pauses the game, but keeps everything. There was no load in, load out, or nothing. Yeah. Well, that, as they say, is that. That is all of God of War 2018. Again, there'll be 2 streams on launch day next week, and then there should be a video or stream almost every single day for 2 weeks. Because I actually might do shows on the weekends during launch week. And then I will need to take a day and start recording the roughly 90-minute chunks as well. Definitely have a lot to play in. Can you hit the wind chime? No. Oh, okay, Teddy, yeah. What, Scrappy? Oi. What? There might be some mirror chat if you go to a different realm. You think so? We have like 10 minutes. Well, I guess I started at 30 minutes after, but there's only so much more we can do. Well, we didn't have Mimir when we went to Alfheim. But I went back to Alfheim on stream when we were looking for the Valkyries and stuff, so what's your suggestion? Is it just go to any realm? You don't know. And is it just during the realm travel room, or is it actually going into another realm? I never took Mimir to Helheim. Would there be dialogue if we take him to hell? That could be a thing. Because story-wise, we didn't have Mimir at that point. Oh, dwarf dialogue?
So how was your trip to Jotunheim?
Will you give them a little privacy? The kid just found out he's a giant. He doesn't need you interrogating him.
Brock, you knew?
Oh, we knew Faye was the last guardian of the Jotnar left in Midgard.
Oh.
That's why we made her the axe.
Oh.
We hoped it could restore the balance of power.
After Thor went all berserk with our hammer,
Though in the end it seems she chose another path. She chose, well, you. Both of you. I suppose she figured that was the best chance for the giants to live on. And now, I suppose, that's up to you.
How about that? A young Jotun with us the whole time. And the son of Laufey, the Just! Oh, I should have seen it before!
Yeah, but we didn't have like any story stuff. I don't know why he... The second time we were in hell, he was there. The first time... Was he with it when we were by ourselves? I can't remember. That was so long ago now. But I don't remember him having a whole bunch of dialogue when we were there. Yeah, I don't know if anything's gonna change. Because I don't know why he didn't have anything about the giant bird or nothing. Really? I guess I'm just forgetting then because there's so much. That was cool. Little dialogue there with the dwarves. That was neat. Yeah, I'm just looking for stories, man. This game has... Because there can't be anything in these two realms. Because there's too many damn times I went there. But yeah, so Svartalfheim, the home of the dwarves, we'll definitely get to go to next week. That was actually the video they just showed. That was the video they showed for the behind the scenes. And then Asgard is probably where we were fighting those two Valkyrie, potentially, in the trailer. Maybe? Honestly, it looked like the scene from Final Fantasy XIV when you're fighting Hades, but... And Helheim. Alfheim. Jotunheim. We can't go back to Jotunheim in the post-game. Yeah, that was the second time through when we had all the Helheim stuff was messing with us and giving us the visions. That's right. Yeah, for sure. I know we talked about Alfheim before, but there's nothing else we can really interact with for him to have any stories. Yeah, the Ghost of Sparta Zoo stuff. That was when we the dragon flight and we got flung through. And that's when the stuff when we were going around that one corner and Baldur was killing his mom. Yeah. So I don't know what would trigger any other stories to be told. Yep, and then Vanaheim. What is... We don't really know much about Vanaheim. What is, specifically, what is that realm? Because we're going to all of them in the next game. Ah, Freya's home. Okay. Yeah, the only thing we saw of that was that one fake window in her house. It was like an elven forest, basically. I don't think we've seen anything about that in any of the behind the scenes reveals yet. Oh.
Laufey the Just? Did you know her?
I never had the pleasure. Laufey was a rumor in the halls of Asgard. A giantess warrior who thwarted many an Aesir god's plans. Freeing those who they would enslave, feeding those who they would starve, generally making a nuisance of herself in the most noble of ways. Thor was terribly frustrated he could never find her to fight. Once my imprisonment began, I could only wonder what became of her. And who she would turn out to be. Yours is quite a singular lineage, lad.
Oh. Laufey the Just. So Mom was Laufey the Just. She really was protecting people before she had me. They even knew of her in Asgard. I'm so proud of her. Ha ha. Uh-huh. So then if we load out and load back in and maybe travel again, there'll be more. Very curious. Boom, boom. Nothing more from them.
I wish Mom were here.
All right. So now if we reload and then just realm travel. Let's see if we get any last little bit. And also on your point there, dude, I don't even know how much I have left of Final Fantasy VII Remake or where I was in the game. Definitely we need to boot it up and check. No stories while we're loading into the next zone? Nothing? No. That last little bit may have been it then. And a bit about Faye's giant name, I suppose. Or maybe that's her actual name and Faye was the name she took in hiding that she told to Kratos. I suppose that might be a little more believable.
I can't believe we're back in hell.
At least we're not on the side of the bridge where those visions will torture us.
It's so cold. My spit freezes when I talk.
Okay, well that was... I think that's... Okay. I can't think of anything else better to go off on than that. That's... Alright, we got there. We got there. We did it. My spit freezes when I talk. That's so damn stupid. Okay, we did it. Okay. It's been done. All right, let's get some strange science. Remember as well, I don't know if I've told you if you were here. Still doing strange science on the outros, but the intros I plan to do some little like Nintendo Power reminiscent nostalgia kind of intro bits where for the first, couple minutes or so, just as we start each episode, I want to have like a top-down camera and like a camera in camera picture that I'm going to set up over the weekend for the Nintendo Power segment, essentially, where we can look at like an old article or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. All right. So it was page 92. This is tied to yesterday. Yeah. Let's do this big one from... So this is the... We kind of did this in backwards order. Yesterday, at the end of stream, we heard about black hat hackers. But it referenced an entry earlier in the book. So this entry is called Cyber Cowboys. Cyber Cowboys. The term hacker dates back to 1960 when students at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology spent long hours, quote, hacking, end quote, away at their keyboards in their artificial intelligence class trying to make the computer do something it hadn't been programmed to do. Over the years, as hackers discovered they could break into all sorts of systems, they had a choice to make. Should they hack for the good of others or for themselves? Like cowboys in Western movies, they had to choose whether they'd wear the black hat or the White Hat. Now, Black Hats, which we learned about a little more yesterday, the origination, however, are considered the bad guys who break into corporate computer systems, stealing credit card numbers, bank accounts, identities, and email addresses. They either use them for their own benefit or to sell or trade to other Black Hat hackers. Because of their criminal nature for these activities, the ethical hackers often call them crackers. Like cracking into a safe. Not a derogatory term for... Oops, wrong button. For a race of people, I would imagine. Crackers. Now, however, White Hats are the quote-unquote good guys. These are security experts hired to protect companies from the Black Hats. White Hat teams find a hole in a company's security system and show the company how to fix it. In the White Hat community, there is an ethical code. They are loyal to their employers and sneer at the greed, theft, and the vandalism of the Black Hats. Now, this expands. There are now Blue Hats, are an offshoot of White Hats. These are ethical hackers, but they operate outside of computer security firms and are often contracted to test a system for bugs before that system launches. The concept was created by Microsoft to find vulnerabilities in the Windows operating system. Yeah, Alu Chu too powerful? Yeah. Gray Hats follow their own code of ethics. They're a little bit white, and a little bit black, almost like Grey Jedi, I guess. They don't actually steal assets, but they find holes or a bug in a company's security system through illegal means. But often report their findings to that company and offer to fix it for a hefty fee. And then a little outro bit here. Patently weird. This is the Initiation apparatus of 1906. So before fraternities relied heavily on alcohol to enhance the initiation process, this electric shock treatment helped spark the fun. This is our grandparents' generations. Or your great-grandparents. Lovely. This apparatus, described as entirely harmless in its actions and results, all in quotes, mind you, was specifically designed for use in lodges and secret societies. 2 metal rails about 1 inch wide are laid down as tracks and hooked up to a battery or generator. The victim, the pledge or inductee into said society, then walks down the track wearing a pair of those shoes with metallic soles, heels, and interior contact plating. Every time the subject will take a step, the electric current is opened and then closed, continuously shocking whoever dons the metal slippers. Humans are kind of stupid, you know that? Everyone ever think of that before? That humans are just kind of really stupid? For all these weird reasons, they're just really kind of dumb. But that's it today. A little early to make up for the later streams, I suppose. Tomorrow, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday will be something completely random. Each day, no 4 days will be the same. So thank you very much for hitting the like button, subscribing, joining and becoming a member of the channel, voting on the community board stuff, and being here for all of this But I'm Bad journey. After 4 little days and a weekend, we'll be playing Ragnarok. Hope to see you there. Have a great night. Have a great morning, whatever comes first. And I'll see you tomorrow.